Hello, I'm Eric Goss. I'm the Vice President Bitumen for Total. I'm in charge of the bitumen business of Total. So you have started to familiarize yourself with bitumen, the history, the definition, but also the manufacturing process. This video will give you some insight into the markets of bitumen. We will explore the various continents and see how the markets are structured. We will also see the main usage of bitumen, how it is used. Let's get the global picture first. 100 million ton. That is a first key figure. That's equivalent to 2 million barrels per day if you are more familiar with this unit. It's the approximate amount of bitumen that is produced or consumed on a yearly basis across the whole world. And Asia Pacific is the leading region with around 1/3 of the global consumption. China itself is over 20 million tons. North America used to be the biggest market. It's now around 23 million tons. Middle East is around 10 million, Russia and neighboring states 7, Latin America 7. Last, the smallest, is Africa with 2 million tons of production and around 4 million tons of demand. Europe is around 15 million tons of demand and 17 million tons of production. Markets are regional. It is key to understand that bitumen is not a product with a high value and is usually transported in bulk at a temperature of 160–180 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the cost of transport is quickly a higher percentage of the total cost of the product. As a result, markets are structured mainly around the point of production, refineries in Europe, for instance. There, the regional production meets the local demand. Yet, as you may have noticed, some imbalances persist after supplying the regional demand. For instance, continental production of bitumen in Africa is around 2 million tons, yet demand pitches at 4. With the opposite in Europe, Africa is said to be a short market, Europe to be a long market. The same could be said between China and Korea. China these last years has not produced enough bitumen for its market, and Korea has overproduced. So, trading between the short zone and the long zones is starting to happen. We estimate that around 15%, 1/5, of the bitumen move from one place to another. This transport requires specialized dedicated vessels. You will have a session on the topic of transport. Yet, as we mentioned, transport cost accounts for a significant part of the cost of bitumen. If you were to look today at the specialized newspaper on this topic, you would find significant price differences between markets. For instance, as of the end of October 2015, you would have found a price of $250 per ton in Europe, $400 per ton in North America, East China, $350 per ton in west of South Africa. The dynamic on the market is the following. As demand pants up or as supply reduces, regional market prices go up to the point where market participants find it attractive to import bitumen and commit themselves to invest in such facilities. The opposite is also true. When demand goes down, supply becomes abundant, regional market prices go down to the point where local producers find it unattractive to produce or alternatively find it attractive to export from their regional market. So, now that we know where bitumen is produced and how markets are structured, we are getting into what the bitumen is used for. Yet, let's not forget that bitumen bases can also be a feedstock for other processes or products supplying significant markets. You have come along this in a specialized session on the manufacturing process. As you may have guessed, road construction is the main outlet for bitumen, where it can be used in one way or another. As a whole, it accounts for around 90%, 90, of bitumen consumption. Bitumen can be used as such. It's the so-called paving grade bitumen. It's then mixed with aggregate to produce asphalt mix in dedicated plants. Grades of bitumen vary according to countries. So I have to make different specifications. European specification, super pave in the US. You will learn about this later. They also vary according to the type of road to be built, the traffic it has to bear, amongst other things. Bitumen can also be used in combination with other components to manufacture bituminous binders, be it water and additives for emulsions, crumb rubber for CRMB, or polymers for PMB. They have then different and generally enhanced properties compared to the paving grade. You will learn later on all these applications of bitumen in forthcoming videos. Lastly, I'd like to mention the other usages of bitumen for the remaining 10%. We usually refer to them as industrial usages of bitumen. Bitumen is a very good waterproofing material and it has been used as such for ages. It is no surprise that you find here one of the main usages outside of the road construction, for example, in waterproofing membranes or in shingles. Bitumen is also an excellent glue. A road is nothing different from gravel that is glued together by bitumen. So bitumen is also used in the construction industry, for instance, to glue insulating cellular glass materials on a wall or on a roof. So, the key learning points of these sessions are: 1. Market structured regionally around the production points. Markets are generally balanced. Second, worldwide production is around 100 million tons. 90% of that production goes into road construction in different forms of bitumen, either as paving grade or as bituminous binders. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you found this session interesting.